talk and put your finger up when you guys record. Welcome everybody, IndigoMoon Aussies. This is the first movie of the supernatural litter. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! And for those of you that aren't familiar, it's named after the series Supernatural. I know. This is Meg. We have 10 puppies. Gypsy is the mama. And we have 4 blue merles, 1 blue merle male, which is Cass. When they're done eating, I'll show you. The puppies were born early. Oh my goodness gracious, come here. Well, come here, sweetheart. And so we've kind of waited to take pictures. One thing that I've mentioned on my previous videos and with litters of puppies is, oh well, every time I talk or sing, they just sass me right back. The size of puppies this age is not indicative at all of their adult size. Like, for example, in our avatar litter, Brewster, who is on our home page, he was Jakey Jake, and he was about the size of Cass. Castiel, oh my goodness. Well, her just wants to sing with Mom. This is our little doll baby, Cass. He's a blue merle male. He's the only blue male, and he's our little teeny tiny boy, like Jake was, and Jake is now like 70 pounds, big, tons of bone, so we don't really worry about it, but we did decide to wait. We got a spoiled brat here, Meg. Meg was actually small. They're eating gruel now. They'll be 4 weeks on Saturday, but because they were born early and they've seen the vet, oh my goodness, okay. They're all doing fine, healthy, gaining weight, but we just decided to, well, listen to her sassing me. What are you sassing me about? So Supernatural is the series with Dean and Sam Winchester, and so that's who they're named after. So for those that may not know, Castiel is an angel. This is Hannah. Hannah was also an angel. She's a female. Mary's our big girl, and Mary is the mother of Dean. I'd like to show everybody Dean because on the show, Dean has the mark of Cain on his arm, and so we had to name this little guy Dean because of the 2 spots. We said he's got the mark of Cain, and he's hilarious. And they're very ishy, but we wait to clean the pen until they're done eating. Now this is Mary. Mary, quite contrary. She's a big fat girl. She's a blue merle female. She's really nicely marked. These girls have quite a bit of bone. Again, Gypsy is the mother. Gypsy is not nearly as refined as her mother, Beyonce. And these girls, these pups, they have quite a bit of bone. And that's little Meg. I'm going to reach over here. She's our little girl. Oh, come here, Meg.
That's what he said the other one was.
Or no, I'm sorry. This is JoJo. Joe, named after Joe Ellen. I'm sorry. Yes, it's not Meg. This is Joe. And she has the one white paw. And they say, oh, don't do that. They just get little issues. They're puppies. We kind of stay here because they're doing really well with, you can see how we have it separated. And most of them are making their potties on the paper now, which, considering they're going to be 4 weeks, but they're a little young, they're doing very well. They're not ready. Another 4 or 5 days, maybe a week, and they'll be moved into the kitchen around the big dogs and all the activity. But again, we're taking things a little slow. Where are you going? Where are you going? Now there's two that look Tessa and I believe this is Sammy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just like,
There's Sammy. And as you can see, it's a very flashy litter. So this is Sammy. I know, here, there's a potty over here and I don't want him to get, oh, potty over here, potty over there, potty on your hands. Daddy's job is to clean up the potties. Yuck. You guys are disgusting. They love when I sing Cassie. Cass. Now Ruby. Okay, so this is Joe with the white paw. That's Joe. And she's little. All of them are gaining weight, so they're already starting. Their teeth are coming in. And Gypsy's a real good mom. She's real good. He's nuzzling my... Come here. We've got a couple crackers at once. Let's move you over here, because I think you're done. Okay, here's Ruby. Now, Ruby is a Miss Mark, so she definitely is going to go to a pet. She's got, it's hard to see probably, she is a female. It's probably hard to see in the film, but she has a little bit of color around that white eye. And according to the vet, as far as we know, she doesn't have any issues. Huh, Ruby. And Ruby loves me to sing, "Carry on my wayward son, there'll be peace when you are done." Okay. I gotta keep track of there's a whole puppy pile. Literally, come here, little Jojo. And big girl, like, here's the difference between Joe and Mary. But again, it's not our first litter, and we know you can't judge their size. The biggest puppy can turn out to be a smaller adult, and you look at sire and dam, what's behind them. Are you playing, Ruby? Are you playing, Ruby? Ruby's a handful. Ruby is a handful. Yes, she is. Ruby is a handful. Oh, there's Dean. Dean is probably one of my favorites as far as the male's structure. I love his head. I just love the way he's put together. He's really balanced. It's a little bit harder. Of course, nobody can guarantee show quality. Even if they're being sold as a pet, they can still, of course, be show quality. And it is hard at this age to determine. But there's certain things about certain ones that I like. Really like Cass. Oh yeah, this is...
Oh, no, it's not.
Okay, the difference between Meg and Tessa is... This is Tessa. And Tessa was the Reaper, but she was the good Reaper. She would escort people that passed away. She would escort them to their afterlife. And a couple of them are very difficult to tell apart because their markings are very much the same. So this is...
That's Meg.
This is Meg. So you can see she just has a little bit wider collar, but they both have the wide blaze in the front, and the blaze goes into the collar. And then let's find Abaddon.
Yep.
This is Abaddon. She's a female.
Abby.
Yeah, we call her Abby. 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 Abby, 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 Abby. You can see how they're all... Well, hey, Cass. Hey, Hannah. Well, my goodness, it's okay.
I don't think you showed Hannah.
This is Hannah, if I didn't show her. And she's got a lot of white. She's got what you want to look is you've got to lift the white up, and I would say that she's just got a little bit too much white here on that side, on the non-show side. So otherwise, I love her color and structure, and they look the way their eye color is. Blue Merles.
Why do you keep putting
Just
it
turn
behind
it
the
off.
fence? Why do you keep putting it right